Hey guys, Anthony, 4x4 Diesel. Here we go. Quick video showing you how to do your wiper blades. You might think I know how to do this, but I'm just going to have a quick chat about how you could be getting yourself ripped off. I'm going to save you some money again. So this is just going to be a quick one. Okay, and I had to say that just to be funny. Look, it probably will be a quick one, but how many times do I start a video where I honestly think I'm going to make it a quick one and then it just goes on with all this information? So look, here we are. Look, we've got the 2013 Hilux, and since I've had it, I brought it as it was. I got the roadworthy and all that. The wiper blades, the wiper rubbers here, they should have probably been changed long ago. It's been well over a year, and you know, finally I got round to it another rainy day where I went, these aren't working right. So what do you do, right? Now, you got all these different makes and models and brands of wiper rubbers, and a lot of them are rubbish. And part of your hint's kind of right there, okay? But don't get ripped off on them either. Now, I'm just going to give you a quick, I want to give you a customer service message, a little bit about my customer service, but we'll leave that till the end of the video. But hang around, I'm going to give you some guarantees and some customer service. These are the sorts of things we don't do on your vehicle because this is the easy stuff. But look, where you can go wrong, you've got all these choices. You've got what? Ripco, Autobarn, Super Cheap, Auto Pro, this, that, the other. All these auto shops you can go to. Now, I'm going to give you some info. Now, I like the Trico brand stuff. It's quality, it's better quality rubber. There's a lot of cheap, nasty things that won't last, different mixes of rubber. I've always found the Trico stuff, see, original equipment quality. What's this? Long lasting, 100% natural rubber, blah, 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 right? And includes universal, high quality, yeah, all of that, right? So I like the Trico stuff, but you think, oh, you know, it's too expensive. Well, not really, mate, because I've just got two whole blade replacements for $30, including GST. You want to follow that back, right? Going to give you all the info. Just relax. Just sit tight, right? Because you could go in to buy rubbers, and I promise you, if you're a retail customer and you walk into Repco, see this, just this rubber insert. That's called it. This is a wiper blade. This is a wiper insert, okay? And then you got the wiper arm. That's on the car. We're not talking arms. There's the arm, the blade, that's this, and the insert, okay? Now, the inserts, I remember when I was paying $2 for these about 20 years ago, and that's about all they're worth still. Maybe 3 or 4 tops, right? They're making, someone's making some money, right? Yeah. It was called, what do we used to, these are the TB. Now, I've got to remember, I'm just jogging my memory now. TTR 610, okay? TTR 610, and you can get 710s and maybe even shorter ones. That's the length. So these are 500, so a TTR 510, I'm guessing there might be, is probably the length you want for a Hilux. Now, Prado, you might need a longer one. I think you need maybe a 500 and a 560 or two 560s, whatever. You've got to look that up with Repco or wherever you go. This is obviously Repco this time. Repco, aka Ripco, a lot of people say. We've got some people watching our channel and they work for Ripco, and that's fine, no problem. I know you're not the Ripcos. They're ripping you off too because they don't pay you enough to do your job, and that's why they've got staff shortages like everybody else. But look, what really matters here is if you go and buy the like I just got a price on the TTR, they didn't have anything in stock other than the TTR 710s. $18 each. That's right, $18 each just for that bit of rubber. So if I purchase those as a retail customer, $36 just to put rubber on my windscreen wipers. It's just ridiculous, I think. I think, you know, trade should be $5, retail should be $7 or something like that. Anyway, trade price, are you ready for it? 18 down to $10, right? So save $8. So save $8 altogether, it's going to cost me $20 to then sell them to you for $36 and make $16. It's just ridiculous. And then you take the next step and you get the Trico whole arm, because what happens over the years, right? And look, the Toyota ones are really good. This is more of a Holden, Ford, cheap imported Chinese, other cheap makes and models that haven't learned about quality yet. You need quality, but see these are quality. The Toyota ones are quality. I don't need to replace the Toyota blades, but I just wouldn't pay $20 even for just the rubber. It was like, this is ridiculous, okay? Completely ridiculous. I used to buy a box of 20 for $40, okay? $40, right? That's $2 each. And now what? They want $10? In 20 years, they've gone up, what's that, 500%? Just ridiculous. Anyway, the point is I'm telling you about these, right? The shelf said $25 retail. Here it says $29 retail each, okay? $29, just to give you an idea of the markup. And they're still making plenty of, I guarantee you they're making 40, 50% out of me at $30 for the pair, okay? So what you do, if you've got a Hilux, this is good for the Hilux, the Vigo, if you're in Australia. Something to think about. I don't know if you get these Trico things in other countries, let us know in the comments. Trico is a good brand. Like I said, I like the rubber. You just carefully clip the whole arm off. I'm not really going to show you how to do it, other than I'll show you a little bit, because I don't want you to let the arm hit the windscreen, because if you do, it'll crack. That's why 5 minutes so far, and if you didn't wait till then and you just jumped out and you went to go and do this, you could be the person that opens up, unclips it, and it goes and hits a windscreen, and you're up for windscreen. Now this is the deal. Here we are. Here it is on the vehicle. As I said, these are good quality. I mean, they're probably made in the same factory, but they're good quality. We'll compare them side by side on the bench in a minute. But basically what you do, you lift this up, and then you just press in behind there, and this whole thing will, I could just about do it one hand. I haven't done this for years. Let me see. I can't do it one hand. There's a little tab. I'm just pressing on it around here, right? There's a little tab there. See that? You just press that, and then this whole plastic thing will slip this way. I'm just going to do that, all right? So look, I've just released it, and I'm just slipping it down. I'm trying to do it one hand, look, just so to show you how it comes off, right? See, just like that. But this is the part. I'm just going to put that down. This, you don't want to let it go or bump it, because it goes whack. And see, we've got that sitting there in the way on purpose, right? So you can do that. I'll move this. I just want to show you. Whack. When that hits there, right, it's happened to a few people, okay? I've seen it happen. Not good. So when the arm's up like this, don't bump it, don't let it go. If you let it go, make sure it's all the way up like this, not sort of like halfway, or don't get caught on it as you walk off. Precautions. But one of my other points is, they are quality, so you don't have to do this, right? You can actually see they're actually even better than the Trico. Why? Because look at the, see here, you got the end, you got 3, 4, 5, 6. Here you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So spreads the load a bit more. So don't throw these out. What brand are these ones? NWB, does that say? Must be a Japan brand, I don't know. Anyway, nothing wrong with them. But the way they used to, the joints used to be rubbish, and they used to wear, and you'd have your arms going, you know, and they're laying over, they were rubbish, like these wiper rubbers. Now, the other thing you can do, you can get extended life out of these by really cleaning them up. I don't know who fitted these last cutting angles on the end and all sorts of things. Look at that. Anyway, what happens is, see this side looks pretty clean. Well, it's a bit dirty too. But see, this side's got the build up on it. What you do, you give these a really good clean, take them off, do this. Don't let anybody else mess around with the car, because, mate, that arm, back down. You can just put the new ones on. I'm going to put these in the drawer. In the meantime, I'll be shopping around trying to find some TTR 610s, maybe a box, trying to get them cheaper, because like I said, I used to pay 40 bucks. But if I buy a box, 10 bucks, it means I'm paying, what, 200? It's ridiculous. Anyway, that's what I'm saying. I'm here to share you some of the profiteering information, so that, to be quite honest, there's heaps of Repco stores around. You can go anywhere you like. Just my point I'm trying to make is, just know there's 100% markup just to me. Like, you know, they took 100% off for me, and they're still going to be making, I'm tipping at least 40%. So they probably paid about 20 bucks for these too. Maybe less, probably less. And so they made 10 bucks, they're happy with that. But from you, they want to make $40. All right? So don't just pay the full price. Go in and say, hey, I need some TB 560s for my Hilux. Can you look after me? A mate of mine got them for 15 bucks each. Bada bing. Don't show them the video. You can if you like, but it isn't going to help you. Just say a mate of mine. We're all mates here. Hopefully that helps you. I'll go clip this on, and they will be beautiful. I did this on the 120 Pro as well, and I remember they were different. So instead of clipping on underneath here, the way the other ones do, they just slide up, and then this locks it in place. See that, right? So that's locked in place like that. Can't slide up and down, and then Bob's your uncle. Job done. Let's just change the other one now. Does generate a little bit of waste, because all that's going to be rubbish, unfortunately. That's another reason why they should have the boxes of 20 or 40 or whatever it is, boxes of 20 open, and be able to just pull 2 out and sell them to you to save all this packaging. So if you're getting these arms, that's one thing, but if you can, ask them, don't buy the refills with all the packaging. Say, I don't want the retail packaging. You know, the bulk box, can you sell me a couple out of there a little bit cheaper, please? Anyway, like I said, don't throw out the old ones. There is actually 2 different lengths here. So that's interesting. Bada bing. Right, so I'll be, I don't know, I might have to take one back actually, because I don't want shorter. And looks like that's what I'll have, won't I? But I didn't compare the new length exactly. Close enough, but let me see. Anyway, just to show you, nice and close to the edge, full wipe, you can see goes all the way, almost to the top. All right, beautiful. So even though they are a slightly different length to each other, and the ones they've got listed, the 500s, not much in it. You might end up with one a little bit longer, one a little bit shorter. And that's exactly what it is. I just put them up against the ones on the vehicle. And the short one, so you increase your length of your short one a little bit, and you must lose a tiny little bit on your long one, whatever. But yeah, it evens out well. Happy days. I just used them. Beautiful. No problem with that. But just keep the old ones, and then you start keeping an eye out at the markets or something for some cheap wiper rubbers. But Trico's the good stuff, right? It really is. You definitely want these when you're getting your replacements, right? They're 6mm diameter, right? They're 6mm this way. That's why it's called a 610, 6, because you can get 710s, 810s. You want the rubber. See these ones? See how it's the rubber and it's got the metal insert? That's what you want. You don't want the ones with the thin plastic on the top, because they fit loose in this bracket work here and they flop around and they're absolute rubbish. So heaps of information. That's why you've got rubbish on your vehicle. You probably went to super cheap and they said, oh yeah, well, you just did your best. That's why I'm here giving you this information, right? Trico, TTR 610 or whatever, that way, and you just trim them. You just cut off. They clip in at one end and you just cut the other end off. Allow a little bit more than that. You can cut it straight. You don't need to, look at this. I mean, it doesn't matter, but it's a bit rough, isn't it? Sticking out here and there. Anyway, we'll get rid of these rubbers, keep the blades, and I'll be shopping for bulk Tricos somewhere. Might even get them off eBay cheaper. That's the thing these days. Anyway, see, it was going to be a quick wiper blade, wiper insert video, but there's just so much information. So if you like that information, there's plenty more on our other videos. Check those out. This is just one piece of the 1,000,000-piece jigsaw puzzle. Subscribe, turn the bell on, hit the like button, catch you on the next one. See ya.